You ever seen a cat chase a bird? That's some weird stuff. Coming up.
It's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, it's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, it's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, yeah, baby.
More than one in the clutch. We don't give a what. Punch it in through the gut. Mixing on the rush. It's that bingo talk. Facts in the jungle with racks. It's that jungle fever. Make them all believe us. Now they think we crazy. Cause it's who they baby.
Welcome to host man.
You breaking up. You freezing up.
Oh, we're already breaking up.
It's cool,
anyway,
man. It's cool. It's cool.
As I'm saying, though, co-host here, main host is right over there, S-Rax, and hope you all are having a wonderful night. We tried to get an episode in yesterday, but unfortunately I was at fault. I was busy with a lot of stuff. I was out with people. I was out last night, doing it out late. It's my fault, but we're here tonight. We're here to break down the Ravens Bengals game, and yeah, Rax, let's take it off.
All right, man. So look, check this out. I'm so tired of the national media. Like, I understand we got to prove ourselves, but it's just that they really, I say, okay, out of 10 national media analysts, you're going to get 2 that's going to actually believe we can win, And then the thing about this game is they say it's one of the biggest games because, we're fighting for first place. But Vince, man, I'm going to tell you right now, whether we win or lose, we could be fighting for first place against the Baltimore Ravens when we play them for the second time. This is not the biggest game. Everybody need to calm down. And I was telling everybody, like, look, I know and I believe we can win. Like I always tell y'all we do. But I just don't feel like it's like the biggest game yet, honestly, because we can beat them here and they can come back and beat us a second time, or it could be vice versa. So I don't really think it's that big of a game. What you think about that?
I disagree. It's a huge game. It's definitely top 3 biggest in my opinion of the entire season.
All right.
But, I can understand what you mean saying that the second game is going to be more important than the first game right now. But so far into the season, this is by far the biggest game. I think we can agree to that at least, right? So
yeah. So far, yeah. Now I give you that. So far, this is the biggest game.
Yeah. But I also want to just throw in there too. Don't forget that if we win this game, we're not just first in the AFC North. We're first in all of the AFC. We're going to be on top of the entire conference.
Yeah. And that's another thing too. So, just been hearing all the people talk crap throughout the year. I mean, from preseason on, analysts, they're not going to win more than 3 to 4 games. And we are sitting at 4 games already. But my thing is, for us to be going for first place, like they said, like you said, above the AFC, the top of the AFC, they don't really stuck their foot in their mouth, especially on Speak for Yourself, bro. I can't wait to go and hit the comments if we win. I'm just telling you, that's the type of guy I am. Hey, and if you want to hit my comments, hit them up if we lose. Hey, it is what it is, and I'm gonna still conversate with you. It is what it is. Sometimes we wrong, but I ain't gonna go too far as in saying that the Baltimore Ravens are. But I'm not. Just it's not. You're never gonna get that from me when they're not. But Lamar Jackson's is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. One of the best quarterbacks in the league. I didn't say the best, and that's what the thing is. They out here talking about this man is the best quarterback in the league right now. The Ravens defense, they just shutting everything down, and their offense is just so powerful. But, like I said, what I'm about to say right now is going to basically complete to what I'm trying to say is, all right, yeah, they doing good. They beat the Chargers. But, hey, we all thought the Chargers was a top-notch team, but they might have – look who they played. They might have not been. They might have not been. And everybody's saying, hey, Rax, chill, bro. This game is going to be close. You want me to tell you, man, this game ain't going to be close, Vince. But go ahead.
You don't think this game's going to be close?
No, this game's not going to be close, Vince.
I disagree. I mean, it's a divisional game. A division game is
Yeah.
always going to be very difficult.
I mean, when I say not close, I mean like the Steelers score when we play the Steelers.
It's like
it's not going to
think we're going to win by 10 plus points.
10 or more points, yeah. Okay, so look, I see our only biggest problem is, I'm gonna tell you right now, is Lamar Jackson. Is the read option, the option to run or pass, whatever you want to do, because we do struggle with that. Now, if they're gonna run it every freaking play, okay, all right, then hey, but they're not. Whatever else they throw, I'm trying to tell you, but seeing Andrews, if they don't throw it to Andrews, and I know Hollywood been showing out, but our defense is not the same defense, Vince.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. I mean, like this linebacker core has broken out like beyond what I expected. I thought they were going to take a huge leap this year. No, don't get me wrong, and they have. But to get to the point where they're at right now, where it's arguably top 5 in the entire league, and like that's not a joke. Look up the grades of these guys and look at like the stats and everything. They are putting up top 5 core stats. These guys are hungry. They are feasting. I said in my vid, like I said, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like in one of my videos, I said one day the core that we have right now at linebacker, this has potential to be top 5 in the league one day. Yeah. But I said, okay, let me tone it down. Maybe in the North, like they're top of the North, but like I mean, just like in the entire league, I said one day maybe the best. I didn't expect it to be this year. This year they've been tearing it up. So I'm really curious to see how they will handle Lamar's legs and everything.
And see,
can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
It's okay. But it's just it's really interesting. Lamar, not at all. We'll
say that again.
Way to stop Lamar. You might want to look at
that. Say that again. You broke up.
Where did I cut out?
You cut out when you was like, when you asked me to let you finish. You broke up right then and there.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how we can handle this and how our team's going to try and stop Lamar, because he's been dominating us for the past 5 games. It's just simple facts. He's been dominating us. But I think if you want to go to a source to help stop Lamar, it's going to sound weird, but you might want to look at that Chargers game. Now, I know it sounds weird because they completely decimated the Chargers, 34-6, no doubt about it.
I got something to tell you about that, but go ahead.
But something you guys may have overlooked, and I know I did because I didn't watch the game, Lamar actually played pretty badly that game. Most of the points and everything were put up through the running game and the defense just making plays. Lamar had like a touchdown, 2 interceptions. I think he barely had like over 200 yards. I forget the yardage he had, but he didn't play a good game. He didn't. And that's something that you definitely want to take a look at, I think, Rax.
Yeah. And hey, I feel you. I feel exactly where you're coming from. Like, to say that Lamar didn't play good in that game and they still came out the way they came out is absolutely terrific. Like, that's like awesome, man. I mean, that shows that your defense is really like, hey, we can take control of this if you mess up, Lamar. We got you. And okay, hey, all right. So now let me crash into that just a little bit. So look. The Chargers, if you go back and look at their games, I mean, bro, the games they're dominating on, let me tell you how they won those games. They were so aggressive with the pass that they got up and they just ran it on these teams. That's the normal game plan, get a lead, run. That's the normal game plan, but they were so aggressive. I mean, 4th down and 4th down and 5 instead of running a little small, little out route or something to get the first down. These guys throwing a touchdown. So so now you're going into Baltimore, a good coach, Harbaugh. So check me out. They knew they was aggressive. They knew they were passing. It's your job in the NFL to do film. They were well prepared. They didn't come out there with that. I don't know if they're going to run. I don't know if they're going to pass. It was so easy for Baltimore to beat the Chargers because they knew exactly who they were. It's not the same for the Bengals. It's not the same. We got terrific receivers. The only problem I am worried about is our O-line holding up. Now, if our O-line don't hold up, then I believe everything everybody's going to say. But if our O-line gives Burrow even 2 seconds, which is number 1 against the blitz, I'm telling you, brother, and don't come in here with that blitz that gave us last year. And don't come in here with that same blitz that that coach had from the Jags. You see what he did in the second half to the Jags. I'm trying to tell you, man. I just believe in our team, and I'm being a realist. You know me. I'm not going to go out here and say we about to win by no 40. That's not me. But, bro, I'm telling you, this is a whole different team than the Chargers. Everybody's basing it off the Chargers. Every comment, look what they did to the Chargers. Look what they did to the Chargers. Well, okay, check me out then. Since y'all want to go off past games, look who they only scored 19 points against.
And they did a record-setting field goal just to beat them with a delay of game that the refs missed.
So if we going off past games, what about that game? Because that same team, we put 34 on.
We spanked them. It should have ended 34-3, but we rested the starters on defense and they scored.
And that's it. Rest our starters, it would have been more. You'd have bust 40.
I would have loved. I was praying for the 40 bomb. I was praying for it.
And I'm trying to tell you, man. Look, this is how I see it playing out. But this is just my opinion. I'm very Bengal organized. Check me out. So check me out. Lamar, let's just say Lamar them get the ball first, right? All right. 3 points. Say they kick a field goal. Lamar read option. We got to adjust to it. It don't matter what you do. You can't prepare for Lamar Jackson. So, 3 points. All right. Boom. Now, this is the test of the moment. Say we go down there and score. Right? Now it's 7-3. I just don't see him running all game. Now he put up 200 yards of rushing before. I just don't see him just run. He has to pass, and he is a great passer. But you are past. Our defense is better than the Chargers. Our defense is better than the Lions. Brody, our defense is better than the Chiefs. You're not going to just get that easy, wide open passes.
Yeah, I personally, I think this is the toughest defense that the Ravens are going to face so far this season. Who have they fought? Who have they faced? They got the Raiders. The Raiders
are
good, but their defense didn't look as good against them.
But that was their first game. Everything was adjusted. So I really give I ain't gonna even lie, for all the Baltimore fans and Ravens fans that's watching right now. Hey man, I really think y'all 6-0. But go ahead, Vince. My bad.
Yeah, and then what was their next game?
The next game, was it the Chiefs or was it the? It was the. Let me see.
I want to say the Chiefs game was week 3.
So the second game was against. They put 30 bomb on that game. I think they put up 30 points.
Both teams put up 30 points. It was Lamar that lead the comeback. If they were up 30, Chiefs were up 35-24, and they had that game won. But then Lamar came back and went crazy.
Yeah, and same thing with the Colts. The Colts had them down. Had them down by it 17?
The Colts defense ain't even all that either this year. I mean,
had them down to 17. Now I give Lamar his props. He came back.
Now for me, how I want to break this down, I want to go over our offensive strategy, and you take on, and I want to hear your defensive strategy because I have a little strategy that I think they'll try to incorporate on defensive side, but I want to hear your strategy for defense. But
for our defense or theirs?
On our defense and how we're going to stop Lamar and stuff.
Go ahead.
So for me on offense, I want to bring this up too real quick. Everybody talks about how much of a blitzing team the Ravens are, and they are like arguably the best blitzing team in the league. That's how they generate their pass rush is through the blitz. They've never had the best pass rushers or interior defensive linemen on their line. It's always been through the blitz. But I want to read you off some stats so far for Joe Burrow against the blitz this season. So Joe Burrow versus the blitz this season has a 94.3 Pro Football Focus grade, and that ranks first in the league. A 136.8 passer rating, that's second in the league. 10.4% big time throw rate, that's tied for third. And the 0 turnover worthy plays are tied for the fewest. And he just finished his rookie season, keep in mind, with 16 games. So Joe Burrow has been lighting it up against the blitz this year. So Ravens are going to have to bring like some crazy scheme to phase Joe Burrow, I think. But as weird as it sounds, I think the key to victory in this game is what Zach Taylor's been trying to do against all these other teams with his game plan. So this is where I think Zach Taylor's game plan actually is supposed to work. Now that sounds crazy, right? Tell me, does that sound crazy or does that sound crazy?
It really does sound crazy.
That sounds crazy. But what he said in an interview that he was trying to get going was that he wanted Joe Mixon to get the ball running, and he wanted to pound the ball early and then go it off play action and try and get a few big deep throws going downfield. I think that's how you beat the Ravens this game. Because I think in order to beat the Ravens, you're not going to be able to pass on them as much because they still got Marlon Humphrey out there, and he's still a beast. He's going to lock up some guys. And their safeties have actually been very
But
underrated.
who he gonna lock up? Not Jamar. Okay, say for instance they double Jamar Chase. So what are you gonna do with the other two?
I agree completely, but what I'm also looking at are the safeties over the top and the linebacker Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen's been all over the field this season. If you just watch him play, he is a treat to watch. It's like he's you look one way and he's already on that side of the field.
But bro, but Josh Bynes just took his spot. We all know Josh Bynes.
Josh Bynes is a backup or that second linebacker role. He's not going to.
Yeah, but I think he took over the first role. I think he took over the. I'm gonna see. I think recently here, like he just took over that first role.
I don't think he has, but even with that, you got to also think about their safeties too. Their safeties are very underrated, and I think you should not overlook them. I love their safety group right now. Their safety group is nice, so you got to also take that in consideration. So, I think in order to do that, you're going to have to make them bite. So with that, because if you make them bite, that's going to allow Jamar and T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd to go over the top over them. So I think you pound the ball early with Joe Mixon. I definitely think you do. I think you get it going. If you get a couple 10-yard runs going on them and stuff, and they start biting down and Burrow knows that's when you go to play action. I think you can run play action on this defense all day long. I think that's the key to success and the strategy with this one. So for once, Zach Taylor, incorporate that game plan. This is the game you incorporate that game plan. Please do it. Please do it. But everything after that, you better be passing like 20 times out the gate.
I mean, and I actually agree to a certain extent. You know, I feel like they know that we're going to start off with Mixon. Everybody knows. And I like the game plan that we came out with the Lions. Like that very first play was a play action. And I honestly thought it was going to be a run. That's when I knew. I'm like, this is the game plan, Colin, that I was asking for. Make me guess.
It wasn't quite there in the first half, but the second half it just took off.
Yeah. It wasn't, they was trying to get it clicking, but it even the play action play didn't even I don't think it worked, but still, it was just the obvious play of the call. Like, hold on, bro. Yes, because I knew the Lions thought you was gonna run, because I thought you was gonna run. Mm-hmm. That's you gotta be on and off, So I think that Vince, I used to play football in high school. That very first play sets the tone. Whether you got 1 yard or 2 yards, it sets the tone. For example, if we come out and we run that ball and we gain 2 yards and we run it again and we gain another 2 yards, now those plays set up the whole game. Trust me, it sets the whole game, because now you got the safeties and everybody watching. So now you got them hesitant. Just as vice versa, you coming out with that play action. Now they like, okay, well, is this really a run? Because we got Mixon. So I think they should come out like they did in the Lions. I think they should come out like, we're going to give you Mixon when we're ready to give you Mixon. Because when we give you Mixon, you won't know we're giving you Mixon. You know what I'm saying? If you come out running, they know you're going to give them Mixon pound for pound for pound. If you come out, do 2 pass plays and it's 3rd and 2, run it with Mixon. Stop doing. That's just me. That's just my game plan, Vince. But I believe in everything you're saying. Zach Taylor's original game plan, I think it was made. That's why he did so well against the Steelers. His original game plan is to beat these divisional teams. That's who he can focus. That's who he can focus on. That's who he knows he's going to play every year. They switch up the other teams every year of who you're going to play. So I think his original game plan is for our divisions. That's why sometimes it don't work for these other teams.
Yeah, I can definitely see what you mean with that, but that's the thing, man. That's the NFL. You got to prepare for all these teams. So either way, that play call still got to get better. It's good that you're preparing for the division games, but you also have to prepare for those other teams. But that's not what we're focused on right now, because it is Ravens week. Ravens game tomorrow. That's what we got to focus on. So that's all that's important right now. So
yeah, right.
But I would love to hear your perspective on what the defensive strategy should be going against Lamar.
So look, stay your gaps. Be you, but simplify it down though. Don't cloud your mind with too much. Just simplify it down. Not your talent, but simplify your thought process. if you behave in your gaps and you stay disciplined in your gaps, that way, if you stay, if like for example, if the defensive linemen stay disciplined in their gaps, when Lamar comes back for that back run, they're there. You get out of place, chasing him this way, he jukes you, he's gone. And I don't want to see too much of a spy because we don't really have the linebackers to keep up with the speed of him. I know I would throw a spy here and there, but I'm telling you, man, name a linebacker we got. We got great linebackers, but name a linebacker that can keep up with Lamar.
Personally, Akeem Davis-Gaither.
Yeah, he's fast, but he can't keep up with Lamar.
Well, that's the thing. You got to cut him. That's the key. It's, in my opinion, that's the key. You got to cut him off before he gets out of the pocket. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I can see it. If he gets his angles and his cuts right, then yes, of course. But putting a spy out there also limits you from a blitz. It also limits you from coverage.
Well, for me personally, I understand what you're saying, and I do understand that strategy, but I think in this one you can't blitz as often. The only people you can blitz is Mike Hilton probably. I would love to see a lot of Mike Hilton blitz this game. I would.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to blitz them as often as you should. As maybe some other people are saying. In my opinion, I think you need to run. Let me think real quick and make sure that's not too many men on the field. Real quick, let me do the math.
And then, so we got to.
So in my opinion, you're going to keep 2 cornerbacks on the field, mainly. You're going to keep 2. And you're going to keep 3. You're going to do 3 safeties a lot. So, because Jesse's going to cover Mark Andrews, I believe, right?
Okay.
Because that's what Jesse said he's looking forward to this game is guarding Mark Andrews. So I'm expecting a lot of Jesse Bates on Mark Andrews coverage. Von Bell's going to play a lot of linebacker too, and he's going to play down low and stuff with these other guys. So you're going to have that covered. Ricardo Allen's going to be the one shadowing over the top and making sure Hollywood doesn't go out. Because Cheeto should handle Bateman fine, I believe. Cheeto got Bateman. But Eli Apple's going to be covering Marquise Brown. And he's a speedster. He's burner. And Eli Apple's been playing decent so far, in my opinion. But he's going to need help with Ricardo Allen over the top. So I'm going to guess that. This pass rush is going to – you're going to have to rely on this pass rush a lot. You're going to need these 4 guys, Hendrickson, Ogunjobi, Reeder, and Sam Hubbard getting to the quarterback at all times. You're going to have to put him in a box. And that way – and then what I want to see – the linebackers are the key to victory in this game. What I want to see is I want to see a lot of flats being done with Pratt and ADG covering that outside and watching those down low in those little screen passes, but also to make sure Lamar doesn't get out. And then you want to spy Logan Wilson. I think Logan Wilson spying Lamar over the middle, I think that's the game. That's the way to go with ADG and Pratt watching the flats on both sides because those are the most athletic guys. Logan Wilson covering the middle as a spy, that's his bread and butter, and that's how he picks up those interceptions. That's his secret juice. That's his secret juice is to play in the middle. So you want to play to these guys' strengths. The athletic ability is there in Pratt and ADG. So make sure they use it and contain Lamar on the outside while Logan Wilson spies the middle and watches Lamar and make sure he doesn't throw anything too easy over the middle. That's my game plan for it anyway.
Okay, and I understand that. That sounds perfectly great. We got a comment here from Birchie, official. He says they're going to play Chase like Tyreek Hill. Safety help over the top. Boyd and Uzama has a huge game this week.
Uzama, I would love that.
Yeah, I mean, and I mean, going off what the comment says, it perfectly makes sense. If you're going to leave 2 safeties over the top and you're going to put that over on Chase, then Boyd's going to feast. And it's funny that we talking about Boyd. Boyd ain't been getting a lot of attention, and he's a team player. You hear what he said? Like right now, I'm gonna continue to support my team, and I think by him being patient, he will get blessed this week. Tomorrow.
These last few losing seasons, man, he's been fed a plenty. 800 yards last year, 2 1K seasons before that. Wins are the ones that do the talking. He hasn't been winning much lately. If he's winning now, I don't think he's going to complain too much. But
right.
I don't want to see Boyd get going this game. No. I mean, I would love to. I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying it's a bad
I get what you're saying.
but I need the T Higgins game, man. I need the T Higgins game. I need it. What has T Higgins done this season so far that we thought he would?
Well, that first game he was awesome, and then he hurt his shoulder in the Bears game, and he just was been off the radar.
Yeah,
he dropped a few key passes in that Green Bay game, and I was kind of disappointed in him. I'm like, this is not the same T from last year, man. But at the same time, this is not the same Burrow from last year.
Yeah, man, I know, but like it's Jamar, man. Jamar has the hot hand, but this has got to be the T. Higgins game, right? That you would think so, right?
I'm hoping so, man. I'm really hoping so. I'm hoping that he's healed up and watched a lot of film and know how to attack these guys. Because definitely, man, I'm trying to tell you, man, Jamar Chase is gonna have a lot of attention this game. I'm not saying he's not going. Hey, look, check this out. If Jamar Chase does the same thing he's been doing for these last few games to the Baltimore Ravens, man, then I'm honestly say he's the number one receiver in the league.
Hey, I wouldn't blame you. I would not blame you. That he's been that good, man. He just got his third Rookie of the Week in 6 weeks.
Yeah,
he's taking all those belts, man. He's been going off.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't care who goes off as long as we get the W. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, but for our fans' sake and for our own concern's sake, we want to see T. Higgins go off, man, because a lot of us, including me, I thought T. Higgins was going to be the wide receiver 1 heading into this year. It's clearly been Jamar.
Yeah, I mean, Jamar just came up out of nowhere, man. Like, out of nowhere. Like, I mean, all right, it's hard to explain Jamar. Like, I knew it was going to be, like, a great season for him. But so far, I didn't know it was going to be this good. He's exceeding my expectations already. And I can only just hope that he continues to do this. I would like to get him in a little bit more of the short passes, let him get some yak, I think he could feast that way this week, because if you keep the safeties up top and, he could feast a little bit. But I just don't, I just want him to go against Humphrey because Humphrey is a very physical cornerback.
And Jamar's a very physical receiver.
Yeah, so that's like a football matchup you just want to watch. Like, hey, man, that's a good man. Hey, I'm watching this. This is what I'm watching right here. This is what I'm keeping my eye on. But, man, I just don't see Jamar getting over 100 yards receiving this game. Not to put nothing against him. It's just that he's drawn so much attention to the media, national media. They put him out there. These coaches are paying attention to the things that he's doing to these defenses. I mean, the man is cold. He runs a streak and just look left and you stop and he keeps going. Like, the type of shit he's that. Like, I don't know, but he's great like that. I guess these cornerbacks are trained to react off your movement. So if he give you a look to the left and just keep running straight, it throws you off. I don't know. I'm not a cornerback, but
yeah, it's definitely interesting to see and watch, man, how these cornerbacks and wide receiver match up. But it's going to be awesome. This is like the first real test for Jamar Chase, cornerback wise. This is going to be a really good test for him. And I think with all this focus on Jamar, it has to open up things for Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins and Uzma, right? That's got to be what the key is.
Yes.
So I want to see a lot of in routes with T. Higgins. I want to see T. Higgins do his magic with his route running because I know T. Higgins. Jamar is great, right? But if you want to boil it down, you watch the film. You can make a really good argument that T. Higgins is the best route runner on this team.
Look at the message. It says T. Higgins is the red zone receiver.
Oh yeah, for sure he is. T. Higgins, yeah, absolutely. T. Higgins in the red zone has been electric. I mean, both of his first 2 games all red zone touchdowns. And then got a 2 against is the red zone absolutely. So you're in the red zone, but I also want to get him the ball moving across the field with him too. Absolutely, I want to get that going.
So a question for you, Vince. When will we see the trio? The 70-yard game by Boyd, the 80-yard game by T. Higgins, and 105-yard game by Jamar Chase. When are we going to get this all in one? Like, are we ever going to get it, or is it like, okay, well, look, the way these defenses are set up these times, everybody can't eat at one time.
It's definitely hard to say everybody eats at one time. I don't think it's a 70, 80, 105-yard game. I think if you see a trio game would be more of a 50, 60, and 80-yard game. You know what I'm saying? So, But I think you can I think you can expect 3 touchdowns from each guy. I think you can get one around all around to them all for a game.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the game. But if I had to pick a game that had to come up, I'm going to say the Browns. It's got to be the Browns game. Injuries decimating them right now. Just complete array, no identity for that team right now whatsoever. I mean, there's a lot of confusion and frustration right now with that organization and that team as a whole. They just came off a win off the Broncos. It was a good win, no doubt, but it was the Broncos, and it was only by 3 points, and it was very sloppy football. Sloppy.
And they're questioning Baker now. I mean, they're questioning is he the one? Like, hold on. So I'm like, when I heard this the other day, they questioning Baker. All right, so look, Baker is no Tom Brady. Baker is Andy Dalton 2.0. I've been saying this since they drafted him. I'm like, that's just another Andy Dalton, this 2.0. He reads the defense. Andy didn't read the defense. He looked for your boy AJ Green and just threw it up.
I think Baker Mayfield's a lot tougher than Andy Dalton too. I will say that.
That's what I said. 2.0. He's the better built version. He's going to last you a little longer, heavy dutier.
And he's also going to occasionally make some plays with his legs and not throw it away on 4th and 3.
Yeah, you're right. Oh God, bro.
Hey, we don't need to go down that lane. Let's focus on.
Just give us a chance and throw it up or something. Oh my God. Oh man, but see, it's so crazy because just to give 2 seconds on that, we play against this guy and he shreds us. See, that's why they say any given Sunday, bro. Any given Sunday. Yes, we can lose this game to the Ravens. Yes. But if we come out there and give our A game, where everybody's good, I'm telling you, they can't beat us. Now, if something's lacking, like the O-line or our receivers not getting separation, then okay, there it is. That's why y'all won. We couldn't get any separation. But if we go out here and we play our game, bro, they're not going to beat us, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. We are the top, or the AFC. We are the top. Even if we lose, bro, we're going to beat the Jets, we're going to beat the Browns, and we're going to come back and we're going to spank them some more.
And this is a really interesting stretch, man. I'm really curious to see how this final stretch is going to go. Because we have the Ravens tomorrow. Then we get the Jets, which that should be a must win. That should be an easy win, absolutely. And then we get the Browns, who are dealing with injuries right now. We should be able to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So if we can go out, win at least 2 of these last 3 games before the bye week, that puts us at 6-3. Yeah. 6-3. That is very good. And then out the gate, we're going to get the Raiders and the Steelers. That's going to be very interesting because if we beat both those, 8-3. 8-3. That is insane. We have to make the playoffs at that point if we are 8-3.
And and hey, I've been looking at the Steelers, man. I mean, looks like Ben is trying to get it together. He don't look as bad as he was a few weeks ago. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I still believe we're gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be as easy, especially if Watt plays. It's not gonna be as easy as last time.
Oh, of course, I agree. But you also have to understand this though. Have you seen the Steelers last half of their schedule? Have you seen it?
No.
All right, let me just pull up their schedule real quick and read this off to you because this is you thought our schedule was hard. This is brutal.
Hey, and while he looking that up, man, make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share. You know what I'm saying? We need more subscribers. We just trying to bring y'all some Bengals love, bro. We don't ask for no money, none of that. We just want to bring y'all some Bengals love. You know what I'm saying? Racks and Vince. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Bengals talk. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that like button. You know what I'm saying? Give us a little recognition, please.
All right. Oh, what's wrong? This is the wrong schedule. Pull up their last season schedule. Hold on.
And then while you're looking that up, the only top 10 team that the Chargers played was, and they lost to them, was the Cowboys. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to prove a point here. Like they beat. A win is a win. Yes, they beat the Chargers, but y'all act like they beat these world beaters. They just beat an aggressive team.
Steelers got their bye week right now, right?
Yep, they're in a bye week.
Okay, so when they return after this bye week, Let me read this schedule because you're gonna like flip. So these first 3 games right here seem a little easy. They're all winnable for them for sure. You got the Browns, the Bears, and the Lions. But after that, oh boy. Oh
Who they got?
boy. Chargers, us,
Oof.
Ravens, Vikings, Titans, and Chiefs. And also Browns, Ravens. Tell me one game they win in that entire stretch.
I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not beating the Ravens.
I don't see them beating the Chargers.
They're not gonna beat the Chargers because their secondary is not gonna put up with that aggressiveness of Herbert.
They play the Chiefs in December. I don't think they're gonna beat them then. Then you got the Titans look pretty good.
Juju gone. I mean, I just don't see. You know what? At some point, they might just start tanking for a quarterback.
They might. And plus, the Vikings. I've been saying it all. I've been saying it in the offseason. I'm still saying even when they were 1-2 or 1-3 or whatever. The Vikings are a playoff team. They're a playoff team. They are, in my opinion.
I mean, you got to look at what they've been doing. They've been in every game that they lost. They've been in.
Oh yeah. They for sure they're not a bad team at all. Their record says a lot different than what they actually are. They should be like 4-2 right now at the very least. You know, because the Cardinals game shit. They could be 5-1 right now if that fumble was ruled down against us, and they made that field goal against the Cardinals.
Yeah, and see that's another thing too. They almost beat the freaking Arizona Cardinals, and man, they are world beaters right now.
I know.
They beating teams down.
Exactly. So Steelers got a lot on their plate to handle right now. But going back to the Cincinnati and Baltimore, it's going to be a hell of a game, no doubt about that. If this is I'll be very surprised if this is a blowout and not close at all, like for either side. If the Bengals blow them out, I'll be surprised. If the Ravens blow us out, I'll be surprised, you know. But I will say I'm expecting to lose this game. I'm not expecting a win. I would love a win, and I want to win badly, and I'm going to root for them no matter what. But realistically, and what I should expect, I'm expecting a close, hard-fought loss, and that's not a bad thing. If we fight a close game with the Ravens and lose, don't be ashamed. We got plenty of football left, and we're still 4-3 with over 500.
Yeah. I mean, you know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all my thoughts, and then I'm gonna ask Vince for his bold prediction as far as like a player that's showing out. My thoughts on this, like, okay, of course we could lose this game. And if we lose this game, just don't lose it in the same fashion that we lost the Green Bay game. Let it be a legitimate loss. Because those losses that you lost to the Green Bay, they dread me in my head still to this day. Like, so I don't think we'll lose the game. Hold on, Vince. Can somebody get that for me, please? But I don't think we'll lose this game. I'm looking at it realistically. And I'm looking at it as much as realistically. And the reason I'm saying that word, because what I'm about to say to you, you're going to think I'm joking. I mean, I know it's the Baltimore Ravens, bro, but I honestly see us winning this game like 27-14. Like, yes, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, like, it's not going to be the same.
If I'm you, I would bump it up like 31-21 or something like that. But
no, I mean, I don't mind. You know what? As long as it ain't outrageous, I don't think that's outrageous. I don't mind being that wrong. Like, people, what about the people that got up here and said we weren't going to win more than 3 in 2 games? Look where we at now. So, I mean, they got to be feeling way worse than me if we lose this game.
Look, those guys are just haters, all right? Don't listen to them. They're trolls. They're haters. Don't listen to them. Those guys. Oh, my God. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I can understand what you're coming from, man. I really can see that happening, something like that. But again, to me, you good, man? You good, Rex?
Yeah.
Having dog issues, huh? The Browns trying to interrupt you.
Yeah. My brother brought his puppy over just now, and she ripped my earphones out. But
I can definitely see that happening, you know. But to me, for a blowout for me is 20 points and above. If it's 19 points and down, that's not a blowout to me. I think that's a decent like margin. But like a blowout to me is 20 and above.
Yep. Yep. I get you. I get you. And that's truly a blowout. You lose by 20 points, that's a blowout. I'm not saying they're going to lose by 20 points. They're going to lose by more of a 13, 14 points.
Yeah,
See, man, y'all got. I just really believe in Logan Wilson and our defense, man. I just really believe that, you know, the way he's been coming out with these halftime adjustments, it's just been wonderful. Like, I just really believe in this team right now, Vince, and I think they're like I was watching all the interviews from the players. They're not feeling like me. They're not taking this as a regular game. They're taking this as a big game. So when you prepare for a big game, you don't prepare the same. I just don't see us losing, man. If we lose, then hey, I'm wrong, man. I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before, you know. But I'm just feel like we're gonna shock the world tomorrow, you know. And it's not a regular game, man. I mean, as far as televised regular game, it's a regular game to me because we got to see these guys again. But as far as the national media, it's not a regular game, so a lot of people will be having their eyes on this game normally.
Game of the week, right?
Yeah, game of the week. Game of the week.
It should be nationally televised on CBS. Most like the country should get this game, right?
Yeah, it depends on where you at, but sometimes you know.
I'll be pissed if I don't get this game. I swear I never get any games. The only game I've gotten this season on the TV, I believe, is the Steelers and Bengals game. That's it. I'm hoping this game will come to me though, because it is in Baltimore, which is
well. Look, I got one better for you. If you're not showing that game, hit me in my inbox on Twitter, right? See this camera that I'm looking at? I'll turn this program on and turn it around to my big screen TV up here, and you'll be able to watch the game, Vince.
Hey, that would be great. But yeah,
just let me know, man.
Okay. Hey, I got my links. All right.
Let me know.
I got my links though, so
yeah. I know. But
yeah.
Hey, man, you can't. My guy Vince can't miss this game. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do everything we do and everything we can do in our power to make sure he don't miss this game.
I can't miss any games this season. I'm doing videos on every game.
Oh yeah, I liked your last one, man. That was great, man. Your little sound effects and stuff be great, man. I like that. That's great, bro. That is really great.
They're going over the kicking atrocity last game. That was
it was like, oh no. I was laughing my ass off, bro. That was funny.
I knew I instantly popped that idea in my head. I was like, oh, this is comedy.
Yeah, that was comedy. That was comedy, especially when it was going left. No. That was like, yeah, this is great. This is really great.
Oh God.
Before we get out of here, Vince, tell everybody where they can find you at.
Well, I didn't even give my predictions yet, man.
Oh,
we haven't given our X factors. We're gonna get that.
Oh, X factor. I thought you gave your prediction. You said we was gonna lose.
I did, but I didn't give the score prediction.
Oh, okay.
So I'm keeping it realistic. I do think we're gonna lose, but I think it's gonna be a close game. I think the defense gives up some points. I won't lie. I think they give us some points.
Yes.
But I think it's gonna. Wait, what are you saying yes for?
I'm agreeing to you. Our defense is giving us points.
Giving up points.
Oh, giving up points. Oh my God. This is a comedy show today, bro. I love this show. But I thought you meant getting us some points. Okay.
No,
I misheard him, guys.
That'll happen next week.
Man, hey, man, we can intercept Lamar. We can make him fumble. The Colts did.
Akeem Davis-Gaither did.
Yeah, he's very. I mean, you know, Lamar's great, man. But everybody has their vulnerabilities, and he's very vulnerable when he's running the ball subject to a big hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But for a score prediction, I think we're going to give up some points. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say 28-24. 28-24, I think, is a fair game. I think because I don't see this. I don't think we're going to give up 30 points. If we give up 30 points, Jesus Christ. But I don't think we give up 30 points. But when I say give up some points, I'm saying close to it, which is 28 points. So that's 4 touchdowns. I think we're going to get 24, and I think we're going to get a chance on the last drive, but I think we're going to air it out. I don't think Joe Burrow's going to throw a game-ending interception, but I think he'll miss a throw on 4th down, and it'll just be tight coverage, which is not bad. I think that's a fair loss, but of course I'm hoping to win. I'm always hoping to win. If we win, I think we're going to put up 30 points if we win.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely see us putting up 30 points on this team, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, they ain't seen nothing like this yet.
Yeah. So X factors for me for this team, for this game. Offense is going to be T. Higgins. T. Higgins has got to get going. I think T. Higgins is going to be what opens up this offense and what helps us get going. think a secondary X factor, a little honorable mention, if you will, Joe Mixon, because I think we got to pound it with him all game long. On defense, the X factor for me on defense, like I mentioned earlier, Akeem Davis-Gaither. I think Akeem Davis-Gaither's athletic ability and the way he's been playing the season, the ability to make tackles in the open, he's been good, man. He's been very good, and he's been very well for us. So I think Akeem Davis-Gaither is going to be able to be a huge part in containing Lamar. Obviously, Pratt and Logan Wilson can play huge roles as well. Those are the second and third biggest roles in the team for sure. But I think the most important role will be Akeem Davis-Gaither because he's going to be the primary one, and he's the most athletic out of all of them, and he'll make the tackle. It's going to be up to him if he can make the tackle on Lamar, though. Those are my X factors. What about yours at Rax?
Those some good X factors, Vince. I can honestly see those happening, and hopefully the speed of Gaither can keep up and get the right angles right. So definitely, I definitely like those X factors you got. And my X factors, I'm gonna say offensively, I'm gonna have to go with Joe Burrow in this one because of the way he's gonna be able to pre-snap the blitz and get his guys in position to make these great plays. I'm gonna say Joe Burrow will probably have 3 touchdowns and those for over 300 yards. I just really like his chances against the blitz, man. I mean, that's all the Ravens know. Unless they're gonna not blitz and show us something that we ain't never seen as far as just sitting back in coverage, then that'll be another story. But this man has really been good against the blitz this year. So just be careful, blitzing him. And for defense, I got to give it up for Wouzier, man. I really think that Wouzier gets an interception again this week because, I think we stress Lamar at some points of time of the game. It makes him force an arrogance throw, even though I'm not saying he's not an elite thrower because he's been throwing great, But this is number 5 ranked defense, and I do believe he might make some mistakes. So I'm going to say a Wouzier has a big game, some tight coverage, and I say that he has an interception. So I'm going to go with a Wouzier, and Joe Burrow is my X factors for this game.
I can definitely see that. And I want to throw another honorable mention out on defense. Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates is going to be a big one because he's going to be going covering Mark Andrews, which is their number 1 target for sure this season. Mark Andrews is a problem. Hopefully Jesse Bates will be able to handle it.
Yeah, and that's definitely a matchup I want to see too, Jesse Bates and Andrews. Definitely going to be keep an eye on a bunch of matchups. And I ain't going to give y'all my Super Saiyan player until tomorrow, 5 minutes before the game. But y'all know I usually give y'all every week a Super Saiyan player, and I already got him in mind, but I'm not going to give it away now. But
I got a feeling it's Tyler Boyd.
You'll see. You'll see who I come up with this time. You'll see. But you'll be surprised. When you see it, you're going to be like, what? My man Rax. But, yeah, definitely like your X Factors, man, and I definitely looking forward to seeing Gaither, Bates, and who was your other one on and Joe Mixon really showing out. I really want that. I really want you to be right, man, and I really want to be right too. I don't want none of us to be wrong.
The only thing I want wrong is that my prediction we lose. That's it.
hey, and like you said, man, we'll take those. We'll take those for the win, right? But I don't want any major injuries for neither team. Smooth, clean game. Hopefully the refs let us play. But other than that, you got anything else for us, Vince, before we get out of here?
Yeah, I got my socials and everything. But before I do that, I agree with you. Let's play a clean game tomorrow. I hope no more injuries happen to the Ravens. That is a horrible thing, what they've been dealing with.
How is they winning with all these injuries, man?
The Ravens got a winning culture, man. They have a winning culture, and that's something we got to adapt to, which it seems like we are, which is good. But anyway, before we get out of here, let me give you all my socials where to find me. If you want to see my unfiltered side and see more of me where I cuss more and I just let it all out, go out, don't even care. Make sure you follow my Twitter at QSmartReviewer, no caps, no spaces. Or you can just look up Frank Pollock Enthusiast. You got pop up pretty easy. Got 751 followers. Get me to 800, please.
Come on, 800, y'all.
My YouTube is also in the link there in the bio there if you want to check that out. Or if you want to search it on YouTube, it's just called Vince. It's a weird font, though. So if you want to find it, make sure you look up Carson Palmer versus Joe Burrow. Tale of Two ACLs. Got 4,000 views on it. Best video so far. I think everybody loves it. But yeah, that's also one of my videos you want to check out. And I'm always posting instant reactions to all the games this season. And make sure you comment down below on every video that I post what videos you want to see me do, what I can improve on, and just overall what you want me to do in the offseason after this season is over. Just keep giving me feedback. I hope you guys follow me. I will show love. I will give all the interactions. And yeah, Rax, take it away.
Yeah, hey, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Hit
Leave a like.
hit Vince up in his Twitter, get him a follow, get him up to 800, man, and make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. He talks Bengals, guys. He talks Bengals. Hey, we love
Leave
the
a like
Bengals.
on the video. Leave a like on the video.
And check out that Palmer versus Burrow, right?
Yep.
And that's it, guys. Make sure I'm gonna leave the descriptions down there in the bottom so y'all can get all our Twitters.
Follow Rax on Twitter as well.
Yeah, I forgot that. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. I just got the new Jungle Fever podcast on there. Looking to get it built up. You guys show me some love. You know, help me out. Not asking for nothing. I just want to bring y'all the latest, my feelings and the latest news and injuries and everything else in Fridays with Vince to you guys. But till then, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later, Vince. Who they, baby? Who they?
Who they?
It's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, it's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, it's that jungle fever, baby. Yeah, baby.
More than one in the clutch. We don't give a what. Punch it in through the gut. Mixing on the rush. It's that bingo talk. Facts in the jungle with racks. It's that jungle fever. Make them all believe.